And after service, there's this brother at the back that just came in. He just walked out. And I said, oh, yeah, I'm the choir coordinator. I just saw this lady, that was singing at the back. And your choir coordinator just corrected you. And the way you behaved. So, and the choir coordinator answered the brother. I said, are you sure? Are you sure you have heard from God? It's not because that's what I want to say about what's in his heart, eh? Then I said, yeah, tell me more about this. They tell me, my brother, go and pray and fast. Don't just pray, add fasting to it. And then, then I say, oh, this sister, I'm not sure. She doesn't take correction. So you can imagine your CV is already being distributed without you knowing. It's not only village people. Your character can stop you from meeting the right person. So when we are going to pray and say, God, give me the right, you have to say, God, also evaluate your character. God, change me. Change me. That's what David prayed the prayer. Say, examine my heart, oh Lord. You need to get to that point. Write out the things your friends have talked to you about, have told you. Do you know, charity begins at home, but it never ends in the house. Let me tell you why. My friends used to tell me back then, if I got married, I'm using the word, you don't have to apologize. It was my problem. You don't know how to apologize. You don't really know how to say, I'm sorry. And I was thinking, it was just like, some ladies especially, they think that, if I don't respect my own female friends, right? If I see my own husband, I'll respect him. They think we just, same sex. It's not true. The attitude you display to this person, you will display to, you will not know when you have displayed it. So when I got married, down the years I got married, my husband will tell me this, I will argue with him, we will talk 1, I'll talk 10. And then, I know I'm wrong, but that thing to come and say, I am sorry. When you cannot apologize, it's a thing of pride. I am sorry. I can't say it all. The mother will say, you don't know how to apologize. You are a proud person. You are proud. And I remember years ago, my friends used to tell me, charity begins at home. It doesn't end there. The attitude in your single, you will carry it into marriage. Inability to take correction, you resist correction. Entitlement mentality. Let's say, yesterday was Valentine, right? Or the day before yesterday, on Friday, yes. And then you were like, God, give me my vow. Or God, help just touch my partner, to get me a gift. This person now transfers airtime to you. You hiss. They say your mate are giving better gift, giving phone, the latest iPhone. But yet it's airtime. You won't call the person, but somebody gave you airtime, you don't have time. Oh. Entitlement mentality. Somebody will give you gifts that you've not bought it for yourself, but you can't appreciate it. They're like, hey, let me tell you, even if a person is in a relationship with you, the person should die. And there's some set of persons, they'll feel like it's only the man that has to get me gifts. Even though my husband used to stroke me with the kind of gift I gave him gifts, He would say the suit I bought for him was shiny suits. At least I bought gifts. Do you know that means if you had met, there's some of you that pray. When you see Pastor Dotun, you're praying, Pastor Shola, like, I wish I could marry this man. Do you know how they were? I think I was around the day to Pastor Shola's birthday. I saw his pictures. When he was in that form, would you have? Pastor Shola is my friend. Even if he's watching, I can say it. Even me, when I saw it, I was like, this Pastor Shows. But now you're praying for that man. You're praying to be, God, give me a husband like Pastor Shows. Was it Pastor? Then you're not functioning saying Pastor Shows. And I say Pastor Shola with the Yoruba saying Pastor Shola. Look at my husband. People are praying. Pastor, public figure. I want to marry a man. I heard the lady saying, listen, you're very lucky. I want to marry. When he was in his raw form. Now packaging, polishing. Could you have married him? That my husband shoot that time. I'll never forget. Hey. What brought me here is entitlement mentality. Or the kind of gift he was giving me that time. He will package wristwatch. It's just like, the guy has always been very creative. But me, because I was kind of exposed early to some things, right? Me, I knew when a wristwatch is not second. This one was not second hand. Let's give it third hand. He will package the watch like this, So imagine then, would you have married that kind of person? In all of the kind of gifts he gave me, even though, yes, at that time, I was already traveling out and all of that. But then, at that time, it wasn't like, he hadn't had those kind of experience. But I would appreciate it. Thank you for this beautiful watch. Even in my mind, I'm like, for this watch, and I will wear it. But you cannot say thank you. That's why you can't have more. Because gratitude is an attitude for more. The same thing in marriage. You must be conscious enough to acknowledge, to appreciate your spouse. Your wife gives you food, you say too much salt now, too much salt. And you have not accepted that you are the salt of the earth. You cannot cook. Your wife gives you food, you're always complaining. How will she have? Because appreciation strengthens someone. It builds strength. How will she have the strength to cook for you? How will she have the strength to, to go ahead to say, let me go on YouTube, learn. There's a way you tell the person. There's a way you correct in love. Too much salt. How many times have I told you now? Too much salt, baby. And you don't know how to pet, baby. was telling me, say, Ma, why will I tell my husband thank you? If he goes for school run, I say, okay. There are men that don't do school run. Yes. See, let me tell you, don't be entitled. That's the problem. Even if the person is doing the things that is the person's responsibility, appreciate the person. Familiarity, that's it. You have become too familiar with your spouse. He's helping to carry baby. There are men that don't carry baby. They don't. They will snore. Even when alarm, they will. Even when the child is crying, the wife will come, honey, no, honey. And yet your husband is doing for you. You can't say thank you. And your name is honey. You can't say thank you. So you must say thank you. Even if it's responsibility, thank you. I had to learn it. The reason I can stand to everybody admires me and say, oh, Pastor Willie, she's very this. I love her. I see people's comments. If my husband did not release me, there are many men that know their wife has a call. They will never release her. So I will say, sweet, thank you. Thank you so much. I wasn't like that before. Before, like, he's not my husband. But when you hear things in counseling room, you say, honey, thank you. Thank you so much for being my bridegroom. Thank you. Today, husband and wife get gifts. Thank you. Think about the things that your husband have done, your wife, and say, thank you. Don't be too proud to say thank you. There are many women who are suffering that you have that rare spouse. Because godly men are rare. Who can find a faithful man? The same thing with godly women. So when you have a kind of people, oh, thank you so much. Thank you for school run. Thank you for carrying the baby. Oh, thank you. You are single. They bought you, giving me his handkerchief. Thank you. You need to clean your sweat. And my last point. Okay, let me take this number 2. You seek for revenge. First Peter 3 verse 9, NIV. God will restore healing in this house. Yeah, I heard it very clearly. There are people who are struggling. They're battling with resentment. The things that you have suffered in time past. Singles. Some people cried really hard on Friday. All the things they've gone through. First Peter 3 verse 9, NIV. Do not repay evil with what? Or insult with. On the contrary. We're talking about godly marriage, godly relationship, a godly life. On the contrary, repay evil with blessing. Because of this, you were called so that you may do what? Inherit a blessing. So you can see that every time you seek for revenge, every time you don't let go, you are the one who goes. Every time you shut your heart into not forgiving, you close doors. Every time. The reason why you're in your late 30s, if you check, because you have not let go of that guy that raped you. You haven't let go of the guy that jilted you. You haven't let go of the wrong relation, the wrong decision you took. You haven't. There are husbands and wives who are sitting here today. You haven't let go of the last week thing your husband did to your wife. You haven't let go of the years ago thing that your wife. There are people who keep record of wrongs. Oh, you did this. You know what? You know that 10 years ago you did this thing to me. Love keeps no record of wrong. It is revenge is an act of pride. You are holding back to your own opinion. He insulted me. She insulted me. What or whom offenses come true? Do not repay evil. You are there. Oh, he broke your heart. She broke your heart. You are praying. Maybe she never marry well. Many times, you are the one that will end up not marrying well. Because the person you are holding to, the person you hate, that your enemy, God has forgiven your enemy. That's the sad reality. The person, you will not go on Facebook, it becomes your work. You are going on Facebook, Instagram, you are checking. You see wedding picture, your heart, hey, the person, hey. Except it's not God I serve. Thunder fire the person. Do not repay evil with evil. I have a protege who told me, looked at my face and said, Ma, if my husband cheats, I suspect he's cheating, I will cheat on him. Yes. Do not repay evil with evil. He didn't get you a gift, she didn't get you a gift. Buy a gift. Let me tell you, one of the practical ways to let go is to get gifts for the person you don't love. To get gifts for someone. You're trying to let go. I'm not saying go and meet your ex, so I'm buying gifts. For example, husband and wife, or you're in a relationship, get gifts. I've realized that when you give gifts, something in you drops. Do not repay evil with evil or insult with insults. Do you know that it is a very sensitive, very crucial posture for the life of a believer? Your partner will hurt you. The heart of a servant is a heart that lets go. That is why you must intentionally create that mindset. Build that lifestyle. That you see, whether my husband or spouse apologizes to me, I have forgiven in advance. I have let go. Because offense must surely come. Let me tell you, there are prayer points we pray from now till tomorrow. You are wasting your time. Offense will come in scriptural. So if you like pray, say, God, Father, may I not be offense not come. Let it not distract me. Offense will come. Is that will I embrace it? Will I dwell on it? Do not repay evil with evil or insult with insult. And my last point, disobedience. Disobedience. An example of a pride-filled opinion is disobedience. Proverbs 3 verse 5 to 7, TPT, the Passion Translation. Proverbs 3, verse 5 to 7. TPT. Disobedience. You know, every day when I look at my life, I'm grateful to God that I obeyed His will. I'm very grateful to God. Proverbs 3, verse 5 to 7. It says, trust in the Lord completely. And do not rely on your own opinions. I know she's beautiful. She has your spec. And then God says, she's not the one. I know you're very intelligent, graduated with first class. I know you have masters. I know you have all of that. But listen, it is the one who authored marriage that can give you the direction to who you should marry. You are ever safe with God, but your emotions can be unsafe. Trust in the Lord completely and do not rely on your own opinions. With all your heart, rely on Him to guide you. Until you bring the all of you, you can't be guided by God. With all your heart, rely on Him to guide you, and He will lead you in every decision you make. 6. Verse 6. 2. And He will lead you wherever you go. 7. Don't think for a moment that you know it all, I beg you. For wisdom comes when you adore Him with undivided devotion and avoid everything that is wrong. Wisdom comes when you adore Him. Listen, one of the things God told me very clearly when I was single is that I really seek me daily. Give me, abandon yourself for me. Give me your undivided devotion. Give all of your heart to me. People don't end up well in marriage. There are many ladies from the place I come from that have given birth out of wedlock. Marriages don't do well. I told myself, only you will marry well. I gave God undivided devotion. The word is undivided because you can be here and not here. You can be in church and your heart is somewhere else. It's undivided. I knew more than anything. Even though when people hear me talk, they say, you are intelligent. I knew my intelligence will fail me. I saw guys. What? I saw ladies. I saw guys. Guys that could pay my flight ticket. But the man I ended up marrying had not even experienced one flight. There was a protocol in his church. They were always protocoling guests to the airport, but he had never had a flight experience. But I had those kind of guys. People around me that could pay my flights. Is it designers? They can get me designers. But I didn't know my destination in life. I prayed. I will never forget. I have so many experiences, but these two. I said, God, I don't want to have the kind of experience my mom had. It's not enough to say it, you must be intentional. It's not enough. It's not enough to say, Lord, don't make my past experience become my future. It's not enough. You must be intentional. The word is trust in the Lord with all your heart. Give me your undivided devotion. I was there. There was a guy. I would see him in children's department, taking care of children. He was very close to my pastor. I realized from that experience that proximity to the anointed doesn't make him anointed. Proximity to the anointed does not equate to spirituality. Don't be deceived. That's why there was Judas among Jesus' disciples. And I remember this guy will see me off. All those brothers that see you off after church to the car park. So you enter car. Romantic, but they don't know the book of Romans. I had this brother. Listen. This brother will see me off. Thank God I wasn't moved by those things. He will see me off. Walk me. He'll tell me things, nice things. He will share scriptures with me. I'm like, wow, brother, you're blessing me. God bless you. So one day he asked me out. On the road, some of you are asking out this porch. Man was road asking out. He asked me out, and somewhere as he asked me out, there was a witness in my spirit. And I opened my mouth and I said to him, do you have a child? When you stay in the secret place of the Most High God, you don't need to check the man or the woman's WhatsApp because God knows what's up. There's a limit to what WhatsApp can reveal. People delete chats. But when you stay in the secret place, whether you're on the road, you don't need to wait for one moment. The Lord speaks. It's for you to be positioned to receive signals. It takes a radio antenna to be positioned to pick signals. The same thing takes your spirit man to be positioned so that he can pick signals even if you're on the road. This guy asked me out on the road. Something in me, there was a weakness. I didn't know how, but I just found myself opening my mouth. Do you have a child? He said, whoa, what kind of question is that? How can you be asking me such? You know that kind of thing when you hear it, you feel like, oh, who asked me? I wasn't feeling anything. There was a weakness in my spirit. And he said, he was so angry with me and he left me. This guy that was seeing me off joyfully. Thank God I had my transport fare. And I got home. When I was single, any man that would ask me that I would take their name to God. How can you be laboring when you have God? Laboring